Have you ever opened your fridge door, proudly stacking away those fresh potatoes, tomatoes, and bananas, convinced you're doing your body a favor by keeping them safe and fresh longer? What if I told you that this innocent habit could be brewing invisible toxins right in your own kitchen, turning everyday heroes like these foods into silent threats that ramp up your risk for cancer, diabetes, and heart disease, especially as a senior in the United States, where over 50% of us over 65 are already fighting these battles? In this video, Dr. Elena Ramirez uncovers the shocking 7 foods you should never store in the fridge, backed by explosive science from the FDA, Harvard, and USDA, with real-life stories that will hit you right in the heart and simple fixes to protect your golden years. Stick around until the end because we'll reveal a game-changing storage hack for honey that could save you from crystallization disasters and liver overload, plus a bonus tip on slashing acrylamide in your cooking by 50%. Knowledge that could literally add healthy years to your life and keep you thriving for your grandkids. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment the number. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Raw potatoes. The silent cancer culprit lurking in your crisper drawer. Imagine a cozy Texas kitchen where Maria, a sweet 72-year-old grandmother, lovingly prepares her famous Sunday roast. For decades, she stored her potatoes in the refrigerator's crisper drawer, convinced the cold keeps them fresh and ready for her family's cherished meals. Unbeknownst to her, this seemingly harmless habit was brewing a toxic storm that could jeopardize her health. Raw potatoes stored in the fridge? It's a ticking time bomb for your wellness, and the science is as alarming as it is clear. When potatoes are chilled below 50 degrees Fahrenheit 10 degrees Celsius, their starches undergo a rapid transformation into sugars through a process called cold-induced sweetening. This might sound innocent, but it sets the stage for a dangerous chemical reaction when you cook those spuds. Whether you're baking, frying, or roasting, think crispy fries or golden roasted potatoes for holiday gatherings. Those sugars combine with amino acids in a process known as the Maillard reaction. This isn't just the magic behind that irresistible browned, crispy edge. It's also the birthplace of acrylamide, a chemical classified by the FDA and EPA as a probable human carcinogen. Research from Harvard School of Public Health reveals that acrylamide levels in chilled potatoes can skyrocket up to 10 times higher when cooked at high temperatures, above 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. This toxin has been linked to elevated risks of ovarian, kidney, esophageal, and endometrial cancers, with studies showing a 20 to 60% increased risk in high-exposure groups. For seniors, the stakes are even higher. With cancer affecting 1 in 3 Americans over 65, according to the National Cancer Institute, every dietary choice matters. Acrylamide isn't the only concern. The refrigerator's cold, humid environment accelerates spoilage, fostering mold and bacteria growth that turns potatoes slimy and wasteful. For someone like Maria, who was already managing prediabetes, a condition affecting 25% of U.S. seniors, per the CDC, the converted sugars in chilled potatoes can spike blood glucose levels, exacerbating insulin resistance and complicating diabetes management. Maria's wake-up call came during a routine checkup when her doctor flagged elevated blood sugar, linking it to her potato storage habits. But the story doesn't end in despair. There's a life-saving strategy to reclaim your potatoes' potential. Ditch the fridge entirely. Store potatoes in a cool, dark pantry or cupboard, ideally 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, a range comfortable in most U.S. homes, using a breathable basket, burlap sack, or paper bag, never plastic, which traps moisture and invites rot. Keeping the skins on when cooking provides a fiber boost that helps regulate blood sugar and supports digestion, critical for seniors prone to constipation, affecting 15% of those over 65. To further slash acrylamide formation, cook potatoes at lower temperatures, below 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius, and consider boiling or steaming first, which studies from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry show can reduce acrylamide by up to 50%. For example, parboil potatoes before roasting for a safer, equally delicious result. These small changes can protect your health, reduce food waste, and save money. No more tossing spoiled spuds. Maria made the switch, and her blood sugar stabilized, giving her more energy for her grandkids. Your body and wallet will thank you, too. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, Please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Tomatoes, robbing your heart and cells of life-saving power. Picture John, a 74-year-old retired veteran from Florida, tending his backyard garden with pride. His tomatoes, vibrant and plump, were his pride and joy, but like many, he stored them in the fridge to preserve freshness. Months later, at his annual checkup, his doctor delivered sobering news. Low antioxidant levels, a warning sign for prostate cancer, which strikes 1 in 8 American men over 65, according to the American Cancer Society. The culprit? His refrigerator was silently stripping his tomatoes of their life-saving nutrients, turning his healthy habit into a health hazard. Tomatoes are nutritional powerhouses, packed with lycopene, a potent antioxidant that fights inflammation, protects against UV damage, and reduces the risk of cancers like prostate, breast, and lung. Lycopene also safeguards arteries from plaque buildup, lowering the risk of heart disease, the leading cause of death for U.S. seniors, claiming over 600,000 lives annually, per the CDC. But when tomatoes are stored in the fridge, the cold, below 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius, damages their delicate cell membranes, halting the ripening process and slashing lycopene content by up to 60%, according to USDA research. This same chilling effect depletes vitamins C and A, critical for immune health, which becomes increasingly vital as we age and face higher infection risks. For seniors with arthritis or sensitive stomachs, there's another kicker. Unripe or chilled tomatoes often contain solanine, a natural toxin that can cause nausea, digestive upset, and joint pain. The emotional toll is just as heavy. A chilled tomato loses its rich, juicy flavor, becoming mealy and unappetizing, a far cry from the sun-warmed, garden-fresh delight John cherished. It's heartbreaking to think that a simple storage mistake could rob you of both nutrition and joy. But John's story has a happy ending, and yours can too. Store tomatoes at room temperature in a shaded bowl or basket, away from direct sunlight, to preserve their flavor and nutrient density. For green or underripe tomatoes, speed up ripening by placing them near ethylene-producing fruits like bananas or apples, nature's ripening accelerator. Opt for vine-ripened tomatoes from local farmers markets, which boast peak lycopene levels, especially in summer. Cooking tomatoes, think sauces or roasted dishes, enhances lycopene absorption, making it easier for your body to use. Add a drizzle of olive oil to boost bioavailability further, as lycopene is fat-soluble. Since adopting these habits, John's antioxidant levels have rebounded, and he remains cancer-free, savoring his garden's bounty with renewed gratitude. Don't let your fridge steal your tomatoes' vitality, or yours. Make room temperature storage a habit, and let every bite fuel your health and happiness. 3. Bread. Turning your daily staple into a moldy, nutrient-draining nightmare. Bread is more than food, it's comfort, tradition, and connection. For many seniors, a warm slice of whole grain bread is a daily ritual, packed with fiber and B vitamins to support digestion and energy. But storing bread in the fridge? It's a recipe for disappointment that could harm your health and budget. The American Bakers Association drops a bombshell. Refrigeration accelerates bread staling by 3 times, transforming soft, aromatic loaves into dry, cardboard-like slices. The cold causes starches to recrystallize, locking moisture into a form your body can't access, while zapping flavor and aroma. 4 whole grain breads, favored by health-conscious seniors for their 3 to 5 grams of fiber per slice, the nutrient loss is even worse. B vitamins and antioxidants degrade rapidly in the fridge's humid chill. The health implications are serious. Stale bread doesn't just taste bad. Its altered starches can cause uneven blood sugar spikes, a concern for the 1 in 4 U.S. seniors managing diabetes, per the CDC. For those with dentures or swallowing difficulties, common among 20% of seniors over 65, according to the National Institute on Aging, hard, stale bread poses a choking hazard. And contrary to popular belief, the fridge's humidity promotes mold growth, forcing you to toss loaves prematurely. For seniors on fixed incomes, this waste, often $5 to $10 per loaf for artisan or whole grain varieties, adds up fast. Emotionally, it's a gut punch. Bread is a comfort food, and losing its fresh-baked magic feels like losing a friend. But there's hope in smarter storage. Keep bread fresh for 48 to 72 hours in a cool, dry bread box or cloth bag, away from heat sources like ovens. For longer storage, Freeze slices in airtight bags. Freezing halts staling and preserves nutrients. Bonus: frozen bread develops resistant starch when thawed, a gut-friendly fiber that improves digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and may reduce colon cancer risk, which affects 1 in 23 seniors, per the American Cancer Society. To enjoy, toast frozen slices for that fresh-baked texture and flavor without the waste. For variety, try making breadcrumbs from frozen scraps or croutons for soups. Perfect for stretching budgets and reducing waste. By adopting these hacks, you'll save money, protect your health, and keep bread's comforting magic alive. No more moldy loaves or stale slices. Just pure, nutrient-packed goodness to fuel your days. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Avocados. Freezing out the superfood that guards your brain and heart. Imagine Lila, a vibrant 78-year-old retiree from New York, slicing into an avocado she hoped would crown her morning toast with creamy, nutrient-packed goodness. Instead, she's met with black-spotted, bitter mush, a heartbreaking letdown. Like many, Lila stored her green avocados in the fridge, thinking it would keep them fresh. But research from the University of California, Davis, reveals a gut-punching truth. Chilling unripe avocados cripples their ripening enzymes, halting the process that develops their rich flavor and nutritional power. For seniors, this isn't just a culinary disappointment, it's a health sabotage. Avocados are a superfood, brimming with monounsaturated fats that support brain health by reducing inflammation and improving blood flow, critical for warding off Alzheimer's disease, which affects over 6 million Americans over 65, according to the Alzheimer's Association. They're also packed with potassium, more per gram than bananas, which helps regulate blood pressure, a concern for 70% of U.S. seniors with hypertension, per the CDC. Their fiber, 7 grams per half, promotes regularity, vital for the 15 to 20% of seniors battling constipation, per the National Institute on Aging. Plus, avocados deliver antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which combat inflammation and protect vision, a growing issue as macular degeneration risks rise with age. Refrigeration, however, slashes these benefits. Cold temperatures, below 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, disrupt cell membranes, leading to uneven ripening and off-putting textures. Nutrients like potassium and antioxidants become less bioavailable, and the flavor turns bitter, robbing you of the joy of a perfectly ripe avocado. For Lila, repeated fridge failures meant tossing avocados weekly, a blow to her fixed-income budget and her heart. She missed the heart-protective fats that could lower her cholesterol, a concern for 45% of seniors, per the American Heart Association. Here's the rescue plan to reclaim your avocado glory. Store unripe avocados at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, ideal for most U.S. homes, in a paper bag with an apple or banana to harness ethylene gas, nature's ripening accelerator. They'll be creamy and ready in 2 to 5 days. Once ripe, refrigerate for no more than 2 to 3 days to pause ripening without compromising quality. 4 cut avocados, drizzle with lemon or lime juice and wrap tightly to prevent browning. Oxidation's the enemy. 4 long-term storage, puree ripe avocados with a splash of citrus juice, freeze in airtight containers or ice cube trays, and use within 6 months for smoothies, spreads, or guacamole. These nutrient-dense cubes are perfect for quick, senior-friendly meals that support brain, heart, and digestive health. Lila's back to savoring her avocados, and her cholesterol levels are improving. Don't let the fridge steal your superfood. Store smart and thrive. 5. Bananas. The quick blackening bomb that spikes your sugar nightmare. Bananas are a beloved staple, affordable, portable, and packed with potassium for bone health and heart function. But storing them in the fridge? It's a nutritional and emotional disaster. The cold, below 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius, triggers a rapid breakdown of chlorophyll in banana peels, turning them black and unappetizing in days. While the peel's appearance might not faze you, the real damage happens inside. The fruit turns mealy, with a starchy, off-putting texture. Worse, chilling reduces the bioavailability of key nutrients like potassium, essential for 60% of seniors with osteoporosis risk, per the National Osteoporosis Foundation, and vitamin B6, which supports mood and cognitive function. For seniors, the stakes are higher due to blood sugar concerns. Riper bananas, especially when chilled, have a higher glycemic index, causing rapid blood sugar spikes that strain insulin response. A serious issue for the 29% of U.S. seniors with diabetes, according to the CDC. Overripe bananas also fuel inflammation, which studies in the Journal of Nutrition link to increased risks of cancers like colorectal, affecting 1 in 23 seniors. Emotionally, it's a gut punch. Bananas are a budget-friendly comfort food, costing just $0.50 to $1 per pound in the U.S. Tossing blackened, unpalatable bananas feels like a betrayal of both wallet and heart, especially for seniors on fixed incomes. The golden rule for banana bliss? Store them at room temperature, ideally 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, hanging on a banana hook or in a well-ventilated bowl to slow ethylene gas buildup. Wrap stems tightly with foil or plastic wrap to curb ethylene release, extending freshness by up to a week. 4 ripe bananas, peel and freeze in airtight bags for smoothies, banana, ice cream, or baking. Freezing locks in nutrients and creates portion-controlled treats that curb sugar cravings without spiking glucose. For example, blend frozen bananas with a splash of almond milk for a creamy dessert that supports steady energy. This approach also forms resistant starch, which aids gut health and may lower colon cancer risk, per research in nutrition and cancer. By storing smart, you'll keep bananas affordable, delicious, and health-boosting. No more sugar spikes or wasted bunches. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 6. Garlic. From healing hero to botulism beast in one chill. Garlic is a culinary and medicinal hero, revered for its immune-boosting and cancer-fighting powers. But storing it in the fridge? That's a shocking misstep that turns this ally into a potential health hazard. The National Institutes of Health highlights garlic's allicin, a sulfur compound with potent anti-cancer properties, reducing stomach and colorectal cancer risks by up to 40%. Crucial for seniors, as these cancers strike 1 in 20 over 65, per the American Cancer Society. Fridge storage, below 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, triggers sprouting, producing green shoots that deplete allicin and render garlic bitter and less potent. Worse, peeled or chopped garlic stored in oil, common in DIY infusions, creates a perfect breeding ground for Clostridium botulinum, the bacteria behind botulism, a rare but paralyzing toxin especially dangerous for seniors with weakened immune systems. The CDC reports dozens of botulism cases annually, with homemade garlic in oil a known culprit. The emotional weight is heavy. Garlic is a staple in countless dishes, from hearty soups to roasted veggies, and its loss feels like a betrayal of flavor and tradition. For seniors, who may rely on garlic's antimicrobial properties to fend off infections, more common with age, this is no small matter. And the risk of botulism isn't theoretical. Hospitalizations from improper storage have sent seniors to the ER, a terrifying prospect for those with limited mobility or resources. The safe path is simple. Store whole garlic bulbs in a cool, dry, well-ventilated pantry, 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, in a mesh bag or open basket, never plastic, which traps moisture and invites mold. Avoid pre-peeled or minced garlic unless commercially preserved, as these are botulism without proper acidification. For convenience, chop fresh garlic and freeze in small portions. Ice cube trays work great, to preserve allicin's punch for up to 6 months. Use frozen garlic directly in cooking for immune-boosting soups or stir-fries. Commercial garlic in oil products are safe due to added preservatives, but skip DIY versions unless you're acidifying with vinegar or citric acid under strict guidelines. Check USDA canning resources. With these habits, garlic remains your health ally, not a hidden enemy, delivering flavor and protection in every clove. 7. Honey. Crystallizing away nature's medicine and overloading your liver. Honey is nature's golden elixir, prized for its soothing, antimicrobial properties and natural sweetness. But storing it in the fridge? That's a crystallizing catastrophe that dims its magic. The National Honey Board warns that cold temperatures, below 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, accelerate crystallization, turning smooth honey into a gritty, unappealing mess. Reheating to dissolve crystals, especially in a microwave, can heat honey above 104 degrees Fahrenheit 40 degrees Celsius, killing its enzymes and antioxidants, which studies in food chemistry show support immune health and reduce inflammation. For seniors, these benefits are critical. Honey's enzymes can soothe coughs and sore throats, common as immune systems weaken with age. The deeper danger lies in overconsumption. Marketed as a healthy sugar alternative, honey still spikes blood glucose when used excessively, contributing to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, which affects 30% of U.S. seniors, per the American Liver Foundation. NAFLD fuels inflammation, raising risks for cancers like liver and pancreatic, which are deadlier in older adults. Emotionally, crystallized honey feels like a betrayal. Its gritty texture ruins tea, toast, or recipes, and for seniors on fixed incomes, wasting a $5 to $10 jar stings. Moderation is key. A teaspoon daily can aid health, but dumping tablespoons into drinks mimics sugar's metabolic chaos. To preserve honey's medicinal magic, store it in a sealed glass jar at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In a shaded cupboard, avoid sunlight, which degrades quality. If crystallization occurs, gently decrystallize by placing the jar in a warm water bath, under 104 degrees Fahrenheit, for 10 to 20 minutes, stirring until smooth. Use sparingly, 1 teaspoon daily for cough relief or as a natural sweetener in oatmeal or yogurt, supporting gut health without overloading your liver. For variety, try raw, unfiltered honey from local U.S. beekeepers, which retains more pollen and antioxidants. By storing smart and savoring in moderation, honey remains a sweet, healing ally, not a sugary foe. And there you have it, my dear friends. Your kitchen just got a life-saving makeover. We've uncovered the shocking truth about the 7 foods you should never store in the fridge. Raw potatoes, tomatoes, bread, avocados, bananas, garlic, and honey. Because chilling them can spark toxic reactions, strip away vital nutrients, and even elevate your cancer risk, hitting us seniors in the U.S. where it hurts most. From acrylamide-laced spuds to lycopene-robbed tomatoes, these mistakes could be silently stealing your health. But now you're armed with the science and stories to fight back and thrive in your golden years. So, tell me, what's one eye-opening lesson you've learned today? Maybe it's ditching the fridge for your potatoes to avoid cancer-causing toxins, or wrapping banana stems to keep them fresh without spiking your sugar. Drop it in the comments below. I'm reading every single one to hear how you're taking charge of your wellness. And if you love this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Global Senior Wellness Hub, for more tips to live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Let's keep this revolution going. See you in the next video.